What's good, 9197 gamers? This is your boy Tyler 9197, Man and God 9197. Yes, Lord. Black Wolf 9197 or 9197. Back with another video for y'all, and this time the long-awaited video, y'all, of part 3 for Paladins Bros Talk. We're gonna talk about the supports. Well, I'm gonna talk about supports. I know it's been a minute, y'all. I know it feel like a long time because I know y'all been waiting for this video. But just understand, by the time you're watching this video, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year because it's definitely going to be maybe like a day or two before you see this video. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Second, editing this type of video takes a lot for the clips and all the extra crap that you're going to see in the video once this video release. So just know it's going to take a little minute before the video come out. But I'm glad y'all finally could watch it now because it was a lot of hard work. Just know that. But besides that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Ronan Sensei Tune.
Yes, sir, man. We back here, man. It's been a minute since we did one of these, but
yeah,
we back here, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, you should. Where's you at, man? Nobody can see you, man.
Oh dang, hold on. I thought I forgot I turned it off. My bad, man. Ooh, yeah, what's up, man?
Y'all. Yeah, we back and we black. And we're gonna go ahead and start
this
video. But all right, y'all, let's go ahead and cut to the chase because, like I said, it's gonna be a hefty video, but it shouldn't be too long. But it depends, though. It depends. All right, so if y'all forgot how this video style for about Paladins Bros Talk work, basically, me and Sensei 2, we talk about each character in the game because I'm talking about supports. It's based off if I feel like do the characters need a buff, nerf, no change, rework, or quality of life. So that's how it works. But because I'm doing supports, I'm gonna do mainly the talking, and Sensei 2 gonna give his thoughts on if he agree, disagree, my thoughts on the supports. For the first support I'm gonna go ahead and talk about is Corvus. So in my opinion, y'all, Corvus, I feel like honestly he needs no change. Main reason why I feel like Corvus don't need no change, y'all, is because Corvus, honestly, he's actually just a solid support. Like ever since I did like the last patch notes with for Eva Mojo, what he did for Corvus, like especially with his ultimate, where it don't only just do damage, it also heals your team. Now when he does the ultimate, I feel like overall like Corvus is like he's just solid support. Like there's really nothing. I feel like he don't need no buff. He don't need no nerf. He's like just very solid. It just comes down to it like learning how to play the character and how to use them in the composition depending on how your team loadout is. But but also the thing about Corvus, I feel like when you play him, you like he's not really good being as a solo support, but you could make him a solo support because for me, my card build for Corvus, he's pure like support, like he heals. Like I make sure my healing output is good to keep my team alive, but also it's kind of like a balance too with a little bit of damage. But mainly I go more on the healing side, so it just kind of depends how you really play Corvus. But overall, me, I say no change. How you feel about Corvus, bro?
I agree, bro. I say only thing I wish he had like is just, as I'm playing him and looking at his skill kit, I wish he had like a little bit of a better escape. A little bit. But I mean, he has an escape. Don't get me wrong if you know how to use it. But and I like how I can put him to sleep too, or stun him. I say stun him. But I say overall, like that's just like my preference. But overall, like he can do some damage. He can heal. I agree. I don't think he needs to change.
I feel like overall he's just a solid support. I just feel like he's definitely a support that you got to know how to play him. Cause it's like it's not just a character that you just pick, but honestly, in my honest opinion, I feel like all these supports are actually kind of hard to play to a certain extent. So like that's why we're going through them anyway.
I agree, but and I'm a support main, but I've been a support main in Overwatch now, Marvels, man, but on here, bro, I'll be like, it's kind of hard to play support on here, but it is.
I don't know, like And y'all, like, if you're watching this video, right down below, do y'all feel like support is the hardest role right now in Paladins? Because I feel like it kind of is. Because I feel like Take was, but nah, I feel like support got a lot going on in Paladins to try to keep the team alive. Like, you got to do a whole lot, like a lot more. More work to be his tank. I was like, golly. So now the second support we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Furia. So Furia. Honestly, y'all, in my opinion, I probably say Furia is probably my favorite support in the whole game. Honestly, because I feel like she could do just about everything. Like literally, like it's kind of hard to say because like she's one of those characters that she's not necessarily easy to play per se because you got to really know how to use her, but at the same time she is like a really good all-around support to play at the same time because compared to everybody else, like she's kind of easy to pick up the play, and if you understand like at least the fundamentals how to play her, like, you know what I'm saying, you can play her almost dang near every game. Like, it doesn't matter what game it is. Like, she's just a solid pick. But in my honest opinion for Furia, I would say she definitely doesn't need no change. Main reason why I say she don't need no change because even though me and Sister Toon, like, we've been playing Paladins for like a little while now, but of course we never got a chance to play the game in its early days because I barely played it in the early days. Like, it was some points where I was playing it when I think like the game was in third person for a little bit before they switched to the first person. That's how long the last time I played Paladins. But Furia went through a whole lot of changes, even though I never saw the changes they talking about. But I could definitely say Furia been one of those characters look like she has some of the most changes in the whole game, it looks like. And how she is right now, I just feel like she just solid. Like, you really no change. There's really nothing I feel like they need to do to her or anything like that. Like, she's just a solid pick. It's just about you gotta know how to play her and
yeah, I agree.
And how you benefit the team. But that's my take for Furia. What you got on her, bro?
I agree. I don't think Fury needs much of a change, man. Like you said, I didn't play Paladins like early on when it was like third person and all that stuff. But coming back to it, I'm like, I mean, personally, I think she don't need to change. Now, I know you like when you play support, you usually main or that's one of your go tos.
Mm-hmm.
Furia.
Yeah, Furia's never go to for me, just because it's kind of the same sense like why I play Ashe. That's why Ashe is my favorite character, because Ashe is like, even though technically you can't play her in every game, but she kind of works in every game. Like, it doesn't matter. Furia's kind of the same way. So it's like, no matter what game you play, Furia, she could clutch. If she want to be like a solo support, she could clutch the game for you. But of course, it depends who plays that character and know what to do. And then of course, with the composition of what how your team is playing, that's where Furia comes in play. But overall, like, I feel like she's just a solid pick. Like, if you want somebody like you don't know who to play, Furia is definitely first choice, because she was my first choice when I started playing Paladins. So I would definitely say that she definitely is a good pick to choose from. But same thing, kind of like Corvus in a sense. It's like you still gotta know how to play her though. You just don't play her just for the sake of it. Like, you gotta really like understand what she can do and how you could benefit the team. Because when you figure that out, and then the cards that you have and you know how you put it together, she can be very dangerous. Like, very dangerous.
Agreed. But yeah, I agree though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think she needs much of a change. So, like, she's pretty solid.
All right, but yep, that's it, Furia. Also, now the third support we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Grohk, the tribal chief, the blue ogre. I guess he's an ogre, or yeah, ogre, right? Yeah, I think he's an ogre.
Yeah, I say ogre. Yeah.
So my thing about Grohk, honestly, y'all, for me personally, Grohk, he needs a quality of life change. The only thing I feel like he needs a quality of life change is the healing he does, because the tikis that he dropped down to try to heal his team, I feel like they are a waste of time, because I feel like when you play Grohk, you need to use the second talent, which I think is like Spirit's Domain, because your primary, you can do damage and heal your team at the same time with your primary. And I feel like having the tiki summon downs to like do like healing for your team is a waste of time, because one, it's a small radius, so your team need to literally be huddled up by that tiki to get some healing. but also at the same time, it just like it don't last long enough for you. I feel like it provides enough healing to keep your team alive. So that's why I feel like when you play Grohk, you have to get Spirit's Domain, because if you use any other of his talents, you're basically just going pure like damage. And like,
Yeah.
which would it be a bad thing? But the problem with that is like, if that's your only source of healing, if you don't have Spirit's Domain, that's where I feel like that's the problem goes with Grohk. So that's why I feel like the quality of life needs to be that tiki that he has. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know what they really need to do with it. I don't know if they need to like change it completely for something else, or kind of like just make the radius bigger and the healing output they could do, make it greater to keep the team alive. Like, but answer that, like, I feel like Grohk is solid. Like, he can turn invisible. His ultimate is solid. The damage he does is solid. Like, overall, everything, his rest of his kit is solid. It's just, I feel like the healing output he provides for the team, that's what holds him back compared to other
Yeah.
supports. But
I can see that. Mhm.
but overall, that's it for my thoughts on Grohk. Just a quality of life. What about you, bro?
Um, Playing his skill set now. I mean, I see what you're saying, but me personally, my opinion, I don't feel like he needs a change. Like, yeah, it can be annoying for him to put down that those tikis, and you have to be in that certain area to heal. But again, that's why you always got a second support. I think overall though, like his skill set is like I think it's valid. Like the invisibility, the amount of damage he does, he still does do good. He has two ways to heal besides just the tiki. He has
Mm-hmm.
another way to heal with his right click. So like,
Mm-hmm.
or sorry if you're a PC player, but I personally don't think he needs a change. I think he's solid.
Okay, okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But overall, like I said, at least for me, I feel like he could use a little quality life. But also, I see your point too, because it's not like he's really a bad support at all. But I feel like that's what hold him back compared to if you look in the sense of like, okay, if like that's why I'm saying like when you play Grohk, that's why I feel like you need the second talent he has, the Spirit Domain, because the Tiki part don't is honestly it's not, you don't really need it, because if you can heal your team with your primary, that's solid. You'll be fine.
Mhm.
And he actually can do a lot of healing if you use the primary, but that's only if you pick that second talent. Because if you don't pick that, if you go to like the damage route, you're not healing the team like
Oh yeah, if
that.
you go just the damage route, it's cooked.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's basically cooked, and that's the reason I feel like he need a quality of life for that. So, but also I see your point too, though.
Yeah,
But
and he got good range too.
oh yeah, he does.
I
Yeah,
want to say like 20 meters. Like, yeah,
yeah,
he got good range.
yeah, he got good range. But all right, we're gonna go to the next one. The fourth support we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Grover, Groot's cousin from another tree of the family. Yeah, so we're gonna talk
The
about
tree tribe.
the tree tribe, right? All right, so we're gonna talk about Grover. So for me personally with Grover, I would say honestly Grover don't need no change. Main reason why, kind of going back to like Corvus, that Evil Mojo did some patches with like from the patch notes, they did some changes with Grover, mainly gave him like a whole new talent. That's another thing. And just overall, I just feel like Grover, like he's how to put it, as far for support, I feel like he's solid enough. It just comes down to it's like when you play Grover, it's like what you gonna do. It's either you're gonna go full on damage or you're gonna try to heal the team. But the problem is him healing the team. His healing output is not the greatest, but it's not completely terrible. But if you go to all damage route, you definitely gonna need another support if you care about damage, because Grover it can go either way. It's like he can be beneficial for the team, but then again, not quite. But I just feel like overall he really needs no change. It just comes down that if you know how to play the character, you know what you're doing, and you
Mhm.
being reasonable, depending on how your playstyle is, if you're reasonable for your team and how you're supposed to help them and stuff like that, Grover is solid. I feel like he's solid pick, but I probably wouldn't pick Grover for every game, but he's a solid pick. It just depending on how you use Grover overall,
I agree.
I'll say no change. But what you gotta say, bro?
For Grover, I don't play much Grover. I mean, I know he's definitely annoying when you're playing against him because he be plucking off those shots that you don't be paying attention to.
Yeah.
But um, I say overall, I don't think he needs. I would agree. I don't think he needs much of a change, man.
And
I don't know. I don't know no other way that they can go with him as a support main. I don't know.
yeah, and then on top of that too, he also have good range because when the axe throws, bro, that got some range. So that's why I say like when you play Grover, it depends how you play him. It's either you gonna go more damage route or you gonna go with support route. Like what's it gonna be? Because it could be in between, but you gonna pick one or the other. Because let's say you need a second support when you use a couple of Grover. Like
Seriously though,
I would not have Grover to be like your main support to heal the team. Like I'm saying, it's not gonna happen. That's basically another DPS right there. So I would not recommend it. I would not recommend it. I mean, unless I feel like if you got a good card build that can benefit for the team, but overall, Grover's kind of that character like every man for themselves, even though he's support.
That part.
Or better yet, every tree for themselves.
Every tree. From the seed to the root to the tree to the fruit. That's funny.
All right, now we're done with Grover. Okay. All right, y'all. Now the fifth support, we're gonna go ahead and talk about. Yeah, it's 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5, yeah. The fifth support we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Io. So the Fox girl that all the dudes sip over. All right.
You ain't lying.
But all right, for real, y'all. So yeah, for Io, me personally, y'all, I would say Io needs no change because to me, hands down, I would probably say like, even though like Furia is probably like one of my top supports, I would say Io is probably my strong second because I feel like Io, honestly, probably hands down, is one of the best supports in the game. Like right to like if you have like a top 3, Io's definitely in that top 3. Like literally, she almost could literally do everything. The Fox her Fox could do a good amount of healing. The Fox could do damage. She had her secondary healing, so you keep the team alive. She could get out of situations because she got range from her primary. And then her ultimate, I like her ultimate because I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like that ferocity.
Wolf kiss.
yeah, like that kind of like that ferocity when she do that blast with the wolf. She like, yeah, like you know, like you feel that energy, like that wrath, that wrath. So and like and can push a team back. But overall, like I would say, I really need no change. Like she just hands down is one of the best support in. She like I said, there's really nothing I really could say. It's just like she's just that good. It's like I mean I feel like not everybody can play her because they don't really know how to use her. But if you but overall, if you just understand like when to place her Fox at, use the secondary healing, your range and stuff, things like that. Like she is really solid. Like you can't go wrong.
She is
like you really cannot go wrong with Io at all. So I would say no change.
Okay. That's honestly, she's the one character on here that I would 100% agree and say like no change. Like she got a nice nice set, and when you talk about
stupid.
But no, she got a nice skill set too. So I would say I 100% agree. I say no change there. Like she's fun to play. She can evade. She can get out of situations. She got multiple ways to heal. That Fox alone is dangerous. Like I agree.
All right, y'all. So now for the 6th support, we're gonna go and talk about is Jenos. Yeah, Jenos. So Jenos. He's kind of in that same boat where I feel like he's kind of like Grover. It's like he's one of those supports that are you gonna do some healing or are you gonna do straight damage? Because he go either or. But he's kind of that support. It's like he can benefit this team or is every man for himself. It's like he's in between. But for me personally, I would say Jenos needs a quality of life change. And this is my reason why I feel like he needs that. Because I feel like with Jenos, I feel like the healing and damage he does is fine. But really, I feel like the quality of life change need to be when it comes down to his healing. Not just only like one of his kit like the regular healing. I would probably say a quality of life could be like the his dash ability. Like the one where they had the bunny that he can he can move around. Like that one for example, right? I feel like that ability needs to have like a healing effect. Like if your team close by while you in that ability, they should be able to get healed. Like kind of like a radius thing. Like you using that, like if you buy your team with using that ability, you can heal your team that way. Besides using your primary healing, because your primary healing, honestly, in my opinion, is good, but it's not the great. It's kind of like Grover. Like his healing is good, but it's not great. And I feel like he needs that extra boost for healing, because I feel like if you were playing for straight damage, you having fun. Like he's saying, like you having fun. Because like I say, he got the vice grip thing. Like he can hold an enemy up in the air. The team could take them down. He can escape this and that. Like he got. I feel like
he got things.
Yeah, he got a solid kit, but I just feel like when it comes to the healing aspect as a support, I feel like he needs more or something like that. Probably like I said, from the dash ability or something, he can provide more healing for the team, because playing him solo is not the best choice. But if you want a DPS, I mean, there you go.
Yeah, he can DPS it all day.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about Jenos. What about you, bro?
Man, I think Jenos needs to be freaking nerfed.
Nerf? Okay.
Yeah, that's bro. I think he needs to be nerfed.
Okay, give me.
First of all, for his ult to be able to hit you through a wall, it's kind of low key cheesy. And it's a one tap kill. Like nah, that's kind of cheesy. And then I do agree with you, like with the movement on this. Like I think it should, like his movement, like as long as he can stay in that ability, should kind of be reduced a little bit. And then it should be more beneficial to like healing the team, kind of thing.
Yeah, I forgot about his ultimate. I feel like you brought that up. That ultimate is kind of it is a little OP. Yeah, go through walls and stuff. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying, like for what?
Like even from my last video with like the one y'all gonna see, like the Paladins video that I done when I ran solo, I almost got hit by a Jenos ultimate, and that went through the walls and stuff. So I mean, look, you do have a good point. I feel like they do need to nerf that. I agree with that.
For real.
Cause that's right there. Like that. No, that's so cheesy.
Like for what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. No.
Yeah, but that's my that's how I feel. I feel like he should be.
The nerf. Okay, but that's a good one. That's a good one. We got the first nerf of the night.
I'll take it, because Jenos is one of those supports that just pisses me off for no reason.
No, I get that. I feel that. All right. Now for the 7th support we're going to go ahead and talk about is Lillith, y'all. Yes, Lillith, the vampire queen herself. We're going to talk about her. And honestly, y'all, I would say this about Lillith. I feel like she kind of like that. She kind of one of those supports that's kind of like the, how would I say, like high risk, high reward kind of supports. Like I feel like she really is a good support, but I feel like what holds her back is obviously her blood magic, because obviously like her blood magic is part of her health. So it's like when you use her abilities, she lose her health. Like in that, that's how, like I said, high risk, high reward, which I like the skill aspect of that. But for me personally, with Lillith, y'all, I feel like she needs a quality of life. And the only thing I would change about her with the quality of life is probably tone down the blood costs for her using her abilities, because I feel like in fights, you use so much of your abilities, even though obviously it's about like time management, how you use your abilities without using too much so your health won't go down. But I feel like they need to tone it down just a bit, so it feels a little more fair for you. Like, all right, you can use all these abilities, but it's like you're not taking so much of your health away though. It's like just tone it down just a tad bit, that it feels like it's still fair. Because I feel like, I mean, I'm gonna be for real. Like when you play special support, you can use all your abilities, because one is either going to heal the team, you trying to run away, you fighting, like you're going to use your abilities. And I just feel like that's the one ability, like the one thing about Lillith that holds her back is because you're going to use your abilities, but it takes so much of your health, which also means that when you try to heal your team, it's like you basically heal your team, but also you're dying too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's like counter basically like that. So
yeah.
Overall, I feel like she needs quality of life for that specific change. But besides that, I feel like she's a tough support to play, but I feel like she's worth like the high risk, high reward. I feel like she's worth like learning how to master her, but I feel like that part of the blood costs need to be lowered down a little bit more, so it's just easier for you to still have health, but also you have a chance to use more of your abilities without feeling like
Mm-hmm.
you wasted so much kind of thing.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Okay, so my opinion is like with Lilith is like you said, high risk, high reward. I do think they should have like a little bit of a quality of life change with her.
Okay.
But there are some things that you can like. There are some things like she's like that hidden gem. Is like if you know, you know. Like if you learn how to use her, she is pretty deadly. Like for example, like her ability to kind of like jump in air. If
Oh yeah.
you tap it again, you can slam down on people and do
Yep.
damage that way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
things like that is like if you know how to use it and your situational awareness is up, you're like, okay, I see what she doing. But I do say like a quality of life change a little bit because she does have a learning curve with her abilities and that bloodlust and everything. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, that's cool. Okay, both agree on quality of life because I feel like I like that she's hard to play because I don't want to make it feel like every character should be easy to play, right?
Agreed.
But I do feel like because when you because even for you, bro, when you see like when you use your abilities, you see how much health you take away from yourself. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like it's ridiculous. It's honestly like it's kind
Like,
of
if you
ridiculous.
take all that away, she only got like maybe like 200, 300 HP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's like it's crazy. I feel like you take so much of your health away from use your abilities, but I feel like if they tone that down just a bit, I feel like it'll be. I feel a lot more people play Lillith because Lillith is definitely a support that you just can't pick. Like you gotta know what you're doing because if you don't know what you're doing, you gonna cost the team and cost yourself. Like that's literally how she is. But at the same time, like I said, maybe because I have took the time to. I mean, even I took some time to play her, but not enough to feel like master how to play her. Because maybe maybe like you said, pro players they probably know how to really use her, and she probably a lot more dominant than I give her credit for. But I still feel like she still need quality of life for that specific
Yeah.
point. But besides that, she's a solid support. It just you know say if you just started playing support, do not pick her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
got.
need some time with her.
Yep, you need time. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to the next one. Now for the eighth support that we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Maldamba. And y'all, let me talk about Maldamba real quick. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. How I say it. I I kind of don't like Maldumba, but at the same time, he's not a bad supporter. This is the reason why I don't like Maldumba, y'all. I just feel like Maldumba is just a glorified DPS in support role. I feel like he is not a support at all. He's literally DPS in a support role doing a bare minimum of healing. But the most his healing does come from like that potion thing where he throws
The
down.
potion those,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like, cause I'll give him credit for that, cause that's a strong base kit ability because you do damage and healing when you throw that down. Like it's just really good. But I feel like as a support, I feel like he don't do a lot. Like especially and then I know he also had that secondary healing with the mending thing with the snake, but I feel like
Yeah.
that's like nobody uses that. I feel like it don't really do nothing in my personal opinion. I don't feel like it do nothing,
I agree.
but overall, Mount Dumba, I would say for him, I would really say no change. Main reason why I say no change because I could definitely say Mount Dumba is definitely a character that you got to know how to play Mount Dumba. You got to know what to do with Mount Dumba. And honestly, me personally, he's not a character that I feel like I want to waste so much time learning how to play too much because to me, if I feel like if you're more of a DPS player, you might like playing Mount Dumba more and you just doing like you basically feel like you're doing bare minimal healing when you come to play down Maldumba, but that does not mean that I feel like he's an awful support. He can actually be very like he's like a hidden gem actually. He's actually kind of sneaky, but like Snake.
I agree.
No pun intended.
I agree. Orochimaru.
Basically like Orochimaru. Basically that's how Maldumba is. But me personally, it's like I said, he's just one of those supports that it's like I don't necessarily like playing Maldumba like that, but I understand why people play him. It's just my issue is when people play this character, they don't know how to use him.
I agree.
It's like he's kind of in the same sense of like Lillith, in the sense like high risk, high reward, because you got to know how to play the character. You just can't play him for the sake of it. And like I said, he does a good amount of damage. It's like I said, he's just a glorified DPS and support role. That's how I feel like with Maldumba, in my personal opinion. So yeah, he's probably like my least favorite, but I understand why people play him, and that's how I feel about Maldumba. What you got to say about Maldumba?
I say like you said, I feel like I can really see Maldumba. I don't think Maldumba should really be a support. Like I think he is like a strategist. I give him that. He's a strategist for sure. But I would have put him more in the category of DPS.
Oh, okay.
Like he fits all of that. So that's what my as far as his kid goes, I think he's valid. Like I don't think he needs that much of a change. But as far as like, okay, we might need to take him off of support and put him on DPS.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's what I see him as.
Okay, so between DPS or flank, what do you feel like? Do you feel like he'd be more a DPS role or like a flank if they ever feel like they decide to move him? Because I feel like
I would say honestly, go ahead.
Oh, I would say I kind of could see him in like either between like a DPS or like a flank in a sense, because he kind of move around, especially with the his slither ability, like the escape and stuff. He kind of make you feel like he can actually be like a flank at the same time too.
He could. Only one thing is, I say if he's gonna be a flank, he does need a quality of life change just a little bit. Because, okay, there you go. Because flanks, they have a lot more mobility than he does.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I can see him really as a damage. Like if he goes flank, they got to change him up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That's my take though.
All right. Yeah, we almost halfway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right, y'all. So for the ninth support, we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Moji, y'all. So, if y'all already know about Moji, especially the people who've been playing Paladins for a long time, or even Paladins long enough, like me and Sensei Toon been playing, Moji is a very, 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 very controversial character, because Moji was a flank character. Because I remember Moji was a flank character, but I didn't play Moji when I was playing Paladins until she became a support. And me personally, I actually like Moji as a support more so than as a flank, even though I didn't get a chance to play her as a flank. But I like her as a support because I feel like her abilities fits more with a support, in my personal opinion. But Moji is one of those characters that it's like I don't know, it's like she just a character that it's like she like a jack of all trades kind of character.
Yeah.
It's like she got a lot going on. And even the devs themselves have trouble balancing Moji. Like literally, they even have a trouble balancing her because she got a lot going on with her. But for me personally, when it comes to Moji, I would say no change, just because look, even if the devs having trouble balancing her, she don't really need nothing going on. I don't feel like, first of all, I don't even feel like she needs a nerf, because I feel like the healing output, all that stuff she does is really good, it's solid, but it's not OP. She can feel OP at times, but I want to say Moji OP, but she does feel like it at times. Damage output is solid. Her kit is solid. Her ultimate is funny. Like I love her ultimate. Just turn somebody to a Scooby snack and then she just eat them. Like it's just fun. That's just funny. Like that's just funny. Like that's the biggest troll you can play in the game.
I agree.
She's the biggest troll. But I would say about Moji, I would say that she's definitely in the top 3, because like right now, even though we almost done with the list, I would definitely say, like, if we're going as far for top 3, it's going to me right now is Moji, Furia, and what was it, IO. If we were to go to top 3 supports, I feel like they are the top 3, because like they basically do everything. They're literally the character. Like Moji is actually, I would say, even though she's kind of hard to play like all the other supports, but I do feel like she's definitely a good all-around character to play. But of course, it comes down to the same thing, like I always say all the time, you got to know how to play the character, because everybody play a character, they don't know how to play, it's not good for anybody. Know how to play the character. Like, you got to know how to play the character,
learn the skill set.
And I would tell this for anybody that play Moji, go for healing. Do not go for DPS unless you have a second support to do DPS Moji. I don't need DPS Moji. I need healing Moji. Especially when I'm playing tank. Like, do not play with me. I need healing. Nice. but
Facts though.
overall, that is it for my take on Moji. What you got to say, bro?
I agree with you. I said Moji, she don't need no change. She is literally the jack of all trades. Like she's one of those supports. You're like, if you need to carry on support, you can do that. Like you like, oh crap, like one of our DPS is slacking, like or our flanks is slacking. Like you can pick up the slack there. Like I feel like again, like Moji, you got to know how to play Moji to get the most out of Moji. But other than that, I wouldn't change anything about her kit.
Yeah, and I feel like she is like, it's one of those things like she, to me, she's not OP, but she could be OP at times because when you think about it, like for a kid, even like the magic shield, she could protect. Like if she the only support, you can heal the whole team by yourself with her. But of course, that's if the Moji player is willing to heal the team like that. But overall, like she could carry. She could very much carry. Like this, if you want to go full on DPS mode, you can go full DPS. You want to go full support, you can do that. Like she's literally a jack of all trades, and then of course if you have the right kit for the cards you add with her, it's like I said, Moji got so much potential out of anybody, especially in the support role. And she was a flank, so you gotta think about it as a flank character, what she could do, and then now she's a support role. Like you gotta think about it, that's a huge potential out of anybody.
Agreed. My biggest thing with Moji too is like because you know how tanks love to dive on the support.
Yeah.
You can get the heck up out of there.
Yeah.
And she can pop them shields. So yeah, I see.
Oh yeah, she get that infinite run. Yeah, she get the heck out of there. Like I literally have a card for Moji where if I run away, I get healed. So
this is facts.
So I can stay alive.
This is one other fun thing. This has nothing to do with her skill set. It's just a funny animation. Because you know that you have like the goofy dragon and then you got the straight dragon, like serious dragon.
Yeah.
So it's funny because like the goofy dragon to look at the straight dragon and the straight dragon to look at the goofy one and then look at you and then look back at the dragon and shake his head. Like that's just funny.
No, that's funny. It's kind of like that one meme with the dragons, like both, like one dragon like looks serious, the other one looking like what's going on with the other dragon, the other one just looking stupid, look goofy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. That's basically what Moji, But
yeah, I agree though.
But all right, that's our take with Moji. But I would say, hands down, like I said before, I feel like she's definitely one of the top supports. She's right there with Furia and IO that you can pick her in any game for the most part. But like I said, you got to know how to play her. Like we always say before, you got to know how to play the character. All right, y'all. Now we're going to talk about our 10th support, and that is going to be Pip, y'all.
My dog.
So Pip, honestly, y'all, like I said, he's kind of in a sense with Moji in a sense, but kind of toned down a little bit. He literally is a jack of all trades kind of support because he kind of, in a sense, he can kind of do the same, like he do everything. He got great mobility, great damage output, great healing output, and on top of that, like his ultimate is semi OP, kind of like how goofy Moji is, but he could turn a whole team into some chickens, y'all. That man can turn a whole team into some chickens. Like, come on now, who doing that? Who's doing that? He can turn a whole team into some chickens. But
yeah, he got an OP.
But I would say this about Pip. I would say Pip really needs no change. But I do want to say this though, for anybody that plays Pip. If you guys are not picking combat medic, you're playing him wrong. I do not care because this is the thing. Pip, see, Pip, he may have a his one of his abilities that he could throw a heal on a teammate, bro. But the reason why you want combat medic as his talent because you could heal people with your primary, kind of similar like Grohk with Spirit's Domain. You want to get combat medic because your secondary healing is okay. It's not the best, but if you're using combat medic with your primary, bro, you could get so much healing for your team. Like it's ridiculous. You could keep your team alive with that alone. So that's why I was like, nah. If anybody play Pip, you better pick combat medic. We don't need another glorified DPS and support.
I'm trying to troll
because that's what people do. Because people know if you don't pick combat medic with Pip, you're trolling because you're literally costing the team with healing because your healing is not that great unless you have combat medic. But overall, he really no change. Pip is really a solid pick. Like really hands down. Of course, you gotta know how to play him. I know I say it for every character, but you really do gotta know how to play Pip because he is kind of tough to play. But once you understand how he works with his kid, especially with I can't think of the name of the ability, but you know how he jumps around like weightless.
Weightless, yeah.
Yeah, that ability is the strongest ability that Pip have, because that's the biggest mobility. Because he had the most mobility out of all of the supports. Like literally, like that's dang near almost like he's a flank when he had used that ability.
That's true.
So, but if you know how to use that, you're dangerous. like literally. But
all it comes down to situational awareness.
Yep. But overall, that's my thoughts on Pip. What you gotta say about Pip, bro?
Like I was saying, I don't play Pip much, but kind of using his skills now, his set. I could definitely see how someone can have some freaking fun playing this guy. Like I could see that for sure. But me personally, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't make any changes at all, just kind of based on this. Because one, I don't play him like at all, and then two, just kind of using him right now. Like he's like I can see again, as someone can have fun using him.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely. If you ever get around and playing the character, bro, I'll just let you know. Like Pip is he's very fun to play. He kind of fits your play style, to be honest. It's like once you understand how to play him and really balance out from healing and damage, what he could do, and then with weightless for that ability, bro. Like Pip he could run a game. He could run a game. And,
oh yeah, I done played against a couple of them.
Yeah, because you already know how many times we got turned to chicken by that dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was saying like
I'm like back.
He could carry a game. Like
I'm not your lunch or dinner. Oh my goodness, but yeah, those are my thoughts.
Okay, all right. So now, all right, y'all. So for the 11 support, we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Ray, the bunny girl, the most cheerful character in the game. I feel like she's probably the most cheerful support.
Get you in a good mood quick.
He's stupid. But she's definitely like the most cheerful character in the game, at least in my opinion, at least from what I see. But I would definitely say Ray, honestly, she's no change. And I'd probably say hands down, as far for going based off healing, like based on her healing, I feel like she probably hands down had the best healing out of every support in the game. This is my reason why, because her having Spirit Link, like you can put the link on your teammates, then the healing orb that she throws that bounces off like a ricochet on the team to do some healing. And then on top of that, like how she could switch it if she want to throw like the link onto an enemy to do damage and stuff like that. And then her rest of her kit, like when she does like the tempo one, like do like her speed and stuff like that. Like I feel like she got like some of the best mobility, but also like the best healing. Even and to me, that's even saying better healing than I would say for like for IO, Moji, and Furia. But this is my reason why. It's like even though technically they're better, I would say they're probably the better support to pick than Ray. But Ray is like she's underrated. I feel like she's really a sleeper support, and a lot of people don't know that. I really feel like people don't understand. Like Ray can carry a game. Like if you want a support that will keep you alive, she's the one you want to get. Now, for damage, it depends. It's like it's depending on how you do your build. But I feel like overall, like hands down for healing perspective, hands down the best support for healing. Like you're gonna stay alive with her. Like you have the only way you're not gonna survive with her is she's not doing her job. But answer that, you're surviving. And then her ultimate is really good too, because even though it's only specific for one person, whoever the one you put the link on, but I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that one gives you like a damage boost or something like that, and also a heal increase, something like that. But overall, hands down, like she is one of the best supports as far for healing, in my personal opinion. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Ray, no change. What you gotta say, bro?
I promise you, I'm not just being a yes man, but I actually agree. I agree, man. I agree. I don't think there's much of a change because I think really too, just because it's always going to be a second support.
Yep.
Or at least you would like for it to be a second support.
Yeah. Keyword, if you like to have a second support, because people act like they don't want to do double support. I don't understand. Double support can carry a game, y'all.
Especially when you got support who can do damage. Also,
that's what I'm saying. And of course,
that makes no sense.
And you gotta be careful who's your support partner, because if they're more damage based, you gotta be the healer. Because the other, they not gonna be healing.
That's exactly facts. But other than that, yeah, I'm like, I don't really see like, yeah, I agree. Like, I don't think she need much of a change. Like, her mobility is there. She can do damage. She can do support. I mean, she can heal. She can help bail the team out of a tough situation. Um, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
All right, cool. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. So for the 12th support, we're going to go ahead and talk about, y'all. We almost done. So don't worry. We almost done with this video. But the 12th support we're going to talk about is Ceres, y'all. So Ceres, I'll probably say, like, honestly, out of all the supports, she's probably the easiest support to play the game. Like, hands down. Like, literally, out of all the supports in the game, she's the most easiest to play. She does decent amount of damage. She do more damage. And more damage. Her healing is actually not bad. It's actually really good, but I feel like it's kind of limited. But overall, for me, Ceres, because this is gonna be kind of quick for me, Ceres, I would say she needs quality of life. The only quality of life I feel like she really needs, to be honest, is just when she goes between her damage and healing. Because I feel like when she heals, because you're locked in that animation, you can't switch back to your damage quick enough to kind of go back and forth. Like, you know how like some characters, like, oh, for example, if I want to use Pip, like he could go damage, then you can switch to healing real quick. Like, it's instant. Ceres is more stuck. She's stuck where healing. It's not. You can't go back and forth. Like, I'm gonna do a little bit of damage. Let me go to my healing. Let me do more damage. Go to a healing. You can't do that. It's like you're doing one or the other. So if you're healing, you're stuck in that healing animation, and then you can do damage. And which sometimes it could cost you in the fight, because you can't multitask. Sometimes. So, but overall, I mean, that's really all I can say about Ceres. I just feel like she needs a quality of life in just that aspect. But overall, she can pretty much do just about anything. She is, and plus, she's one of the easy characters to play. So, I mean, if you want to play support, you never play support, play Ceres. Like, she really is that good. Not bad at all. What you gotta say, bro?
Okay. Valid. See, me, I'm gonna say the opposite. Ceres, I'm gonna say Ceres is not one of the easier supports to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that because, like, yeah, you like getting into support. Like, okay, she's a good pick, but she can make or break a team too. Like, and if you want to make the team, like, her kit is it's an advanced kit. It's a whole nother layer to her kit. If you really want to, because we don't play to get some serious. It's like, bro, why is she playing like she DPS? Like,
You know what? You do have a good point. Cause I know personally, I know I haven't really played too much Ceres. Cause I know I played like a little bit, but I do feel like, at least in my personal opinion, I just feel like compared to the other characters in the support role, she, at least kit wise, I feel like she's one of the easiest to play, because it don't feel like, I mean, she can't definitely, I would say you can't turn your brain off playing her, but in a sense you can, but of course, with Paladins, it's sweaty, so it's like, I kind of see your point too. And then also, I forgot, she can easily escape too. Which especially you got the card that makes you move faster when you're in your invisible mode. Like, I mean, like, I feel like, yeah, she's really good with that too. But but hey, that's a fair point. Okay,
that's my opinion on it. If you want to really take over games with Ceres, like, and you really learn her kit and like get that situational awareness in there, and like the team that you're playing with, like, she can go from easy to advanced real quick.
Okay. All right, that's good. All right, so now, all right, y'all. Now we're going to the 13th and the last support we're gonna go talk about in the game, y'all, and that's the girl Ying. Yes, we're gonna talk about Ying. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Ying, in my personal opinion, is probably one of the hardest supports to play. Like how Sensei 2 says Ceres is, to me, Ying is. The reason why I would say with Ying, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like I play a bit of Ying a little bit. Like I'm still kind of learning how to play her. So like I know my taste might not be the best because I know some of y'all probably is like, oh, the Ying, you play her wrong. This and that. Like I was like, let's relax, y'all, relax. Like I say, I'm being honest. At least I'm honest with y'all. I'm not the best with Ying, but I would say playing Ying, y'all, probably is like one of the hardest supports for me to play because I feel like I still don't fully understand her in a sense. It's like I understand that she had her illusions to get heal. I know she also could do some good. She does a good amount of damage, and she could teleport around. Like I said, she got to be like trick people, and stuff like that. Her ultimate is very strong. Like it really is strong. Like just when she break the mirror, then your whole team get like I think it was like a damage boost or something like that. Like her ultimate is pretty strong, but.
Agreed.
But for me personally, I would say with Ying, besides me not like having too much crazy knowledge with her, I actually Sister 2 had more knowledge than me with her because he actually played her more than I have. So he can probably explain it better when he get the points I'm getting across. But me personally, I would say Ying needs a quality of life change. Mainly what I would say what her quality of life change need to be is like I would say honestly, for me, it's the healing aspect because I know her illusions does most of the healing, but also I like for me, y'all, I use like this. I did like the second talent, which I didn't like. It was one of the abilities I can't remember. I think it was like Shatter or something like that. That I can heal my team directly doing that ability. Besides having my illusions, I just feel like with Ying, it's like I feel like she's solid, but I feel like her healing output is not the greatest. But then again, even though I say that, y'all, it been many games me and Sister 2 play against a Ying, and somehow Ying has like the highest healing output out of everybody, and I'm still confused about it. I don't know if it's something I'm just doing wrong or I just not really understand how she works because she look like she. Sometimes I feel like Ying could carry a whole team, and sometimes I've seen that happen, and I just don't fully understand it because, like I said, I'm still kind of learning how she played. So that's why I feel like she need a quality light as far as healing aspect. But then again, I could be wrong. She might not need to change at all because clearly, like I said, many games I played, she actually carry. But
yeah, seriously though.
But that's just mean for quality of life. What you got to say, sis? Say too.
I'll say the same. Like change some of her business around. Like if she had a secondary way of healing besides just her help me out. What's the word?
Illusions.
Illusions. There we go.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this should be just like a little bit more valid, but like that's the only thing I would probably change. Like it didn't like she's again one of those characters who definitely got to learn how to use her skill set. Like when I played her, it took me a minute to learn. Like, oh, wait a minute, that's how you switch places with the illusions. Like, oh, that's how you can actually make a benefit of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it definitely has a learning curve to her. But overall, though, I think she is still like a good support.
Oh, okay.
But I would agree with you thus far, though.
Okay.
100%.
All right. Well, all right, y'all. That is it for the video, y'all. So thank you for all y'all watching the whole thing. And of course, by the time you're watching this video, you guys, I have timestamps, so you won't be lost. So if you want to come back and watch the video and finish it up, I appreciate it because I mean this is a lot of work on my end because I had no one editing. Sister 2 just here, Sister 2 just chilling. I gotta edit all this crap, so I'm just letting y'all know. That's why it's gonna take a little bit minute for me. But also, I just want to say once again, y'all, just thank you. I appreciate all y'all. And by the time you watch this video, Happy New Year's once again, 2025. Grateful to live another year, y'all. Is always a blessing. So you know what I'm saying.
Amen.
Definitely wherever y'all, because I know some people have New Year's resolutions and stuff like that and whatever. But I just want to say that wherever goals or anything you guys want to achieve, definitely go for it. Because me and says that too, y'all. We're gonna have content for y'all go in 2025. So definitely stay tuned for all that because we gonna be cranking out videos left and right. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be up. 2025 is gonna be up. We're not talking about no resolutions or no, we're talking about just straight up grind.
Yeah, just grind, y'all. We're gonna be grinding. Trust me. We're gonna be grinding. And then of course too, y'all, like you said, stay tuned for my FragPunk videos because FragPunk comes out March 6th. So definitely stay tuned for that because when that comes out with that TDM, woo, look, I'm back in it. I'm back in it. And then
I know you are.
yep. And of course, you know, stay tuned for more like Marvel Rivals content, like, at least for my type of content. But especially stay tuned because he gonna have gameplay content for y'all. I'm more on the information kind of side of stuff with Marvel Rivals. So you know,
Stay tuned for Marvel. Stay tuned for Call of Duty. Stay tuned for Paladins because I got some big things in the vault. Already edited up. Already ready to go and be posted. But stay tuned because once I start posting, oh, it's on and popping. It's just gonna be nonstop flood.
And and I see some of the videos. He's not lying. He's not lying. Yeah, he got videos for y'all. So just you know, just be a little patient. Y'all. Just be patient, y'all. He got y'all. He got y'all. You know, just
I should show y'all I would show y'all a sneak peek of the vault, but this ain't my content. But I tell y'all this: when I combine them all between Marvel's Call of Duty, and Paladins, I have over 100 videos in the vault.
Ooh, yeah. He's not playing. He's not playing. He's coming back with a vengeance.
I gonna know what my name is.
Yeah. And then of course too, I don't think a lot of people know, bro, that you got a new logo for yourself. So a lot of people don't know that. So y'all, like, when you're watching this video, you go to the link and stay tuned. Gonna have it down in the description. Like I say, his channel, he did it, revamp his channel too, y'all. Like I'm saying, like, definitely subscribe to boy. Cause I think it, like, we subscribe. You like what, 29?
Something like that, probably. Yeah. You're talking about my gaming channel. Yeah, like 20.
Yeah, like get this man at 30.
Yeah, and I say you don't rush over there just yet, but just know when y'all do get over there. Yes, sir.
But yeah,
yes, sir. Y'all won't be disappointed.
Devin's the content, y'all. But like I said, this is the end of the video, y'all. So please go ahead, hit the like, follow, subscribe. I say this all of my videos, y'all. Also, so go ahead and support me on Twitch, y'all. Trying to get the 50 followers on Twitch, and of course on YouTube, 1,000 subs on YouTube, so I can do this full time, y'all. And me and Sis stay tuned. We want to do this full time, y'all. Trust me. I'm trying to get out of my 9 to 5 so I can do this full time for y'all. Like, help the boy out. Help the boy out. But besides that, that's it. You got anything else, last things to say, Sister, to before ending off the video?
Man, just make sure y'all support my mans. Hit him up on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Give him that. Go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. Give him that follow on his social. Spread the word. Tell your mamas, brothers, aunts, uncle, cousins, nieces, and nephews to go tune in to 9197 content, because he out here. I'm telling you, he got big moves for y'all. He got planned up. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Stay true, stay you, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right. And like I said, y'all, 2025 gonna be a big year for me and Sister Tune. We're doing this content. Like I said, we're not playing. We dead serious. We have content for y'all. So definitely hit those notifications and be locked in, because we're gonna be locked in. I'm gonna tell y'all now, we're not playing no games for you. But all right, guys, we love y'all. Peace. 9197 and stay tuned. We are